Hello gamers, it's SoftKitty99 and today we're back in House Flipper Pets for the final assignment, assignment 10, the home clinic. So a friend of Morgan's, who's a vet, has decided to move in pretty much right next door to Morgan and set up a veterinary clinic in the ground floor of their house and then use the two upper stories as their home for themselves and their family. So we're here working on the top floor at the moment. It looks like we're putting in a couple of bedrooms and a bathroom. And since we're putting in good dog wallpaper, I'm assuming that they have children. They did say that he had a wife. It didn't specify whether they had kids or not, but we're using good dog wallpaper, so I'm assuming we've got a kid here, at least. So since he's a vet, he could always want to go for something cute like this because it's kind of thematic for a vet, but it's very sort of kid-like paper, isn't it? So I would definitely suggest that this is going to be a child's bedroom. And we're utilising the Horizon blue paint to paint the rest of it, so we're going to go around and do the other three walls with the Horizon paint. So I mean, the room did start out originally as blue, and we're going to make it a much prettier blue now. Not so scuffed and marked up. We're going to make it a nice fresh canvas as a backdrop for the rest of our furniture and things. That's quite a nice view actually out of that window. Lots and lots of greenery. Definitely seems better with the doors into the big hallway rather than to the side. Much better utilisation of the space up here on this top floor. We converted the walls in the last episode and put out furniture on the balcony on this floor. There's a big, like, relaxing outdoor space up there for family gatherings and friends coming around and that sort of thing. Enjoying the views, enjoying the sun. Nice chatty hangout space. And the painting's going very, very quickly here. We're nearly done already. Right, I think that's all the painting done. Hi paint, thank you for the nice work. So we have a big double bed and a big like cabinet, I think. And we're gonna, the flooring looks fine actually, but we're going to make it a fresh floor. It's a slightly lighter colour. Don't forget the doorway bit, kitty. There we go. So, mountable window blinds, we're just going to use the very simple ones. I don't think there isn't like a blue colour, but there is like a grey, isn't there? Yeah, let's use the grey, as that matches the colour on the dogs on the doggy wallpaper. You can actually see the lower roof from this window, so the view's maybe not the best one, but you can still see lots and lots of greenery. The anion interior door. Do we stick with the coarse oak? I've tended to use the coarse oak quite a lot. Let's turn it so it's facing that way. I think that looks better. Yeah. There we go. Right, so should we put the double bed onto the dog wallpaper maybe? Oh, we're using the Ratatian ceiling lamps. I want two of those, okay. I want something kind of flush to the ceiling, I think, for the style. Nothing dangly. A nice big elegant light switch. That will need to go there. Alright, let's see what have we got this big. We've got a big wardrobe, a big double bed, and we've got some sort of animal enclosure as well. The Getic double bed, that's a really big bed. So we use a bit of coarse dark oak for the base. We've got a blue colour scheme. So the blue bedding makes obvious sense. Now the pillows we can play around with like the greys and the blues, can't we? Maybe a bit of white. Play around with those till we're happy with what we've got. Yeah, I think that's going to work quite nicely. Let's try that. So if we pop you there like that, do we have bedside tables? Yes, we do. The Olski bedside table. We use the coarse dark oak. 1 and 2. Right, do we have table lamps? Yes, tripod. Table lamps. So we could go for blue or grey. If we go grey wood, silvery metal, and a blue shade. It doesn't quite match the colours on the bed, but it's not too far away from the wall. And only on one of them. That's quite interesting. Fairy carpet. Let's put that near the door. Red panda picture. Should we put that here? That's not really got space for furniture there, so that's a good place for a picture. The great big woody wardrobe. Should we do that in grey? Because we can't do it in the cast dark oak, I don't think. So if we do it all in the grey wood, that matches what we've kind of thought of as the colour scheme in here. Blues and greys. Little touch of white if you can't fit in the blue or the grey. Now we've got two spaces we can put that. We can put that on this wall here, or we can put it right behind where we stood now, which is here. I think we're going to have to put it here because we've got that animal enclosure, and I don't think the animal enclosure will fit there, but then I'm not sure the bed does either. Yeah, I kind of think the animal enclosure needs to go in that corner. Let's have a look how big the animal enclosure. Which one is it? It's the hamster terrarium. The Fondo hamster terrarium. So they go with whites, greys, light steels. Yeah. That's going to match our colour scheme pretty good. Right, so we want to turn it that way, makes the most sense with the back against the wall. Yeah, that's quite big, so that really is going to have to go in that corner, I think. We could put the panda above that then, couldn't we? We've actually got quite a lot of furniture to put in here. I'm a little bit concerned by how many pieces they want us to put inside this room. Because you still need access space around the room. That could go right under the window, couldn't it? The desk could go straight under the window, so that utilises a little bit of space that you can't use for the taller items. So there should be a chair to go with that, and there's a desk lamp. So we need to now make the wardrobe all the grey again, and I think it's going to have to go in that first spot where I thought we were going to have to put it, which is right here. So I think the desk needs to maybe go slightly further across, so that you've got access space to the hamster and the wardrobe. And then we've got this jello double cupboard as well. So we need to go in grey. Now I've got to figure out where we can put it. How wide is that? I think we're going to need to move the hamster terrarium across and put that cupboard in the corner. Which means we'll probably have to move the hamster. Not the hamster, the panda picture. And that means I probably should have left the panda picture in its original place above the bed. Oops, can we get you to fit like that? Yeah, okay. Yeah, so that's storage space for hamster food, books, that sort of thing. So we've got a laptop and a desk lamp. That can go on the actual desk. Shall we make it blue? Turn around. Hamster. Barry the hamster. Where should we put you? How about on the bedside table that we don't have a lamp for? Pixel table lamp. Let's make it in the grey oak and the light steel. That wants to go on the desk. If we can pop it in this corner and turn it around a bit. Then there should be a chair. Oh, and a yucca plant. Blue pot, of course, and we'll put that... How about tuck it away here? So, grey. Blue? Grey and blue. And light steel. Yep. And that goes here. And I think we've managed to fit everything in. Yay! That was actually quite a lot to fit into quite a small room. But I think that we've done a decent job with that. Quite like that. That's a nice room. I wouldn't mind a room like that. Yeah, I kind of feel that that's like a teenage boy or a preteen boy who's very lucky with a great big gigantic soft cosy comfy double bed. Right then, this is going to be bathroom, I'm assuming. We're going to put the sort of grey tiling down. It's going to be quite a clean line sort of bathroom feel, I think, as we've got like the white and black tiles and then a lighter brownish. This is that 3D textured tile, isn't it, that one? And then the ceramic tile's grey. Actually, that's not a tile that I particularly have used a lot myself, but it actually looks okay when you pop it on a wall. It doesn't look too bad at all. Just because it was on the walls in a couple of the very early houses, when it was all dirtied up and messy, it kind of gave me a bad impression of the tile, but now I'm looking back at it again now, it actually is quite nice. I'm going to put the grey square ceramic tile on the two long walls because they want 38 panels of that one, and then the ceramic tile brown 3D one, they only want 20 of that, so we'll put that on the two short walls, and hopefully that will give us all of the numbers that we need for both of the tiles. And then this is going to be like a family bathroom, I think. But you can definitely see that we need bathtub plumbing in here, so yeah, this is definitely the big family bathroom. And then we've got one more bedroom to do on this floor, which will either be another kid or a spare room, depending on how big their family is. Because we don't actually know, all we know is we've got the vet and his wife, and they didn't specify whether they did or didn't have kids, but looking at the design with the hamster in it, we've definitely got at least one child. Yeah, I like the fact that that actually really does look 3D, though it's just a flat texture, it actually does look 3D because of the way it's been put together. Really, really nice effect, that. Not one I'd use in real life. I really like the flat, smooth feel of tile rather than texture, so it's not one I would use texture-wise for real life, but it's quite an interesting, like, rustic feel, isn't it, with that, like, unevenness. It kind of feels hand-designed and hand-textured. Rustic, old style. Depends what kind of feel and style and look you go for, doesn't it? Right, so that's all of that done. So the door is the Nostratus interior door. We're going to use that in the cool dark oak again. There we go. So light switch near the door on the side where it opens. Yeah. Probably best to put the bathtub plumbing in first and put it on the end wall, because that's big item, isn't it? that's what we'll do. So I think we'll put the bathtub plumbing in this like corner here, and we'll see which bathtub. Oh, the fancy older style. So we are kind of going for that sort of classic older feel with the 3D tiling, and then the black and white is kind of an older style texture, isn't it? And then we've got the older style sort of almost 12-foot bathtub. And it's not a clawfoot, it's more of a podium stand rather than they haven't gone for the full clawfoot bathtub, but they're kind of going for that older rustic country oldie world feel, aren't they? Right, so toilet, leave it a little bit of space from the bath. And then we're going for a double sink. I think we've got plenty of space for that double sink there. We're not being asked to put in a shower, are we? So that's good. Right, so one. Let's mount the device, and then it's easier to see where you want to put your second set of plumbing. You can decide. It's quite nice often to have them touch, so it's easier if you put in the second one separately. Oops, the water's escaping, we might have to do a clean up. Do a bit of a clean up, Kitty. You have a little splash mark on the floor. And now we can have a second set, and we can figure out where we want to fit everything in. It's quite a small sink actually, so you've not got a big problem with space because they're quite small. So if we make them touch, there we go, that should be quite good. And again, clean up time. I can't get away from the clean up, Kitty. Making myself more work. Right, mop. Clean, 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 clean. That wasn't too bad, was it? Look, just a little splash. There's some pretty mirrors, maybe. There's some lights, look. They can probably go above the sinks. I'm going to make it like a lighter grey and a whiter steel. Yeah, so that's going to go above, like where we think we're going to have our mirror space so that you can see clearly. And then we got, oh, how many do they want? Oh, they want 6. Interesting. Well, I think I fancy 4 on that wall actually, because I really want like 2 where the big mirrors are, and then we'll just have 2 on this other wall, because I think we need a towel rail or a radiator, a little radiator or something. That'll leave a space in between where the lights are on that wall to do that. Yeah, towel radiator. So if we put that in the on this wall, just fit everything in. Make sure everything's tightened nice so we don't want any leaks. And done. Right, so I think we're now at the prettifying stage, so it's all the things that make it prettier. So the Jello large hanging mirror, we'll make it a grey wood, and we'll pop that centralised above the 2 sinks. That's actually pretty much the right width, isn't it, to match both of those. That's good. I've got space over here for the chest of drawers. What colour? We can do a grey wood, that's good, that will fit in with our colour scheme. If we rotate that round, pop that over here, that's nice. So we've got a bit of storage space for towels, extra cleaning supplies, soap and stuff. We want another mirror, do we? Okay, let's put that above here. Yep. So I've got laundry basket. Should we do, which colour should we do? Let's do the natural colour because that kind of blends in with the 3D tile effect. So a couple of different styles of towel rails. So this one's probably going to go near the bath. So we go grey and grey, yeah. So that can go here. And then we've got the two arcing hangers that can go either side of the sinks. No, probably not on that side wall because then they don't match on either side, so we put one there and one here. A little carpet, that should go in front of the sinks, so you've got somewhere for your feet in case you forget your slippers, so your toes are not freezing under cold tile floors. And then a little brushy bin, so will that go in this corner? It will. That's perfect. So that's our family bathroom completed. Quite stylish, quite happy with that. I'd like to see if we can get the other bedroom done today so that we can complete this floor in this episode. And then in the next episode we can go down to the ground floor or the first floor, depending on where you live in the world, and do the conversions on the garage to make the clinic space for the vet work from. So I think that's what my plan is. We'll do this bedroom if we can here, and then in the next episode we'll do the conversion of the lowest floor of the house for the clinic. Right, so we're using the Good Dog wallpaper again this time, but we're using the sort of cream version of it this time. And then we're going to do the other walls with bright peach. So I'm thinking that they've got one girl and one boy then in this family from the colours that they've chosen. So a family of 4, they've got a beautiful house to live in, countryside around them, and Kitty will have lots of space to wander. So I imagine we're going to have similar sort of style of furniture that we had in the boys' room. Wonder if the girl's going to have a pet of any sort or not this time. If we don't have to fit a pet in, we're probably going to have a little bit more space to play with for the layout. And the painting's going on quite nicely now. We've got all the points to speed everything up. It makes it very restful and very quick to do. So I think this room is on the front of the house, isn't it? Kind of overlooking the road area. If I'm thinking right, the right orientation of the place. I might be wrong. Because if that was true, wouldn't we be looking at Morgan's house as well? So maybe I've got the orientation a little bit wrong. Let's get this painting finished. It is a lovely size house though, quite big rooms all the way through the house. There we go, that's the painting done, according to that. Let's sell the paint pot. There's a big tree there just outside. The mountable short wide curtains. I think we're going to go with the subtle flowers because they're like a little pretty flower. Oh, I can see the house through the window, look. So this oh yeah, there is the road, look, you can see the front fence and the road there. I was right about the orientation. There is a house on the cliff area there. I wonder if I think that's Morgan's house there with the pet shelter in it. And so the vet is very, very close, so that's very convenient for the two of them. Alright, so let's just turn that around. So the coarse oak for the door. I think we orient the bed again with the Good Dog wallpaper. So we want 2 of these Ratatian ceiling lamps, so that they're nice and flush, there's nothing dangling from the ceilings. Elegant light switch, pop that by the door. If there's a desk, it'll probably go under the window again. Yeah, very similar pieces of furniture to the boys' room, but I don't think there's a pet this time, so that does give us a little bit more wiggle room for putting pieces of furniture in. So if we put the, let's go for a nice wood finish I think on things this time. Let's put the wardrobe here. And so that cabinet again, yes there is, and there's, oh, it's a different desk this time. Should we put the desk in the corner this time instead of under the window, or should we do it under the window? Do you know, I'm really just tempted to put it under the window. I kind of like under the window, so that you can see out when you're doing work. You also get more natural light for whatever you're working on at the desk as well. Less eye strain is better. Oh, it's a different bed. We're going to use the double bed teddy. But I think this bed is slightly smaller footprint, but not by a lot, just a tiny bit. I'm just trying to decide what order to put the pieces of furniture in. The yellow double cupboard, yes, that's the same one that we had in the boys' room, isn't it? Can we match the colour? I don't think it quite matches the other colours, does it? We could put that. Should I rotate it around here? Yeah, maybe. We've got a TV though this time to fit in. You really kind of want that to be visible from wherever the bed is, don't you? So if we put that there, then the bed really needs to go opposite. That means we're going to have to move this, aren't we? If I put this near the window... I'm not sure about this room now, because we've got to try and fit a TV in, so we really need the bed opposite the TV. And if I rotate this onto this wall, where are we going to fit the TV? That's really such a big wardrobe that it'll only fit on this end wall or this side wall with the dog paper on it, isn't it? Yes, I'm struggling to be sure about how to lay this room out now. I thought we were going to have a little bit less furniture so it would be easier, but it's actually proving to be harder, I think. Because we've got so many like big items that really want to go up against a big wall, especially with the TV to be fit into a wall somewhere. So we're going to have to move this. I think that is going to have to go on this wall, and then this bed's going to have to go here. So the desk isn't going to work where it is now either, is it? This could go over here. Yeah, that kind of makes sense. So then this needs to go in this corner, so that we've got space to get around the bed, and now the bed is opposite the TV, so that makes much more sense. So we want the laptop on the desk, And what else goes with that? We've got the Olsky bedside cabinets again. So and oops, I backed into a piece of furniture. I think there I couldn't move. Yeah, I think we've got our layout now for our room. I did struggle a bit there at the beginning there. I was just like, how do I visualise this? And I couldn't figure out where it all went. But I think we've got it now. Right, so the tripod lamp. So let's make it like a pale of wood and beige cream, beige and cream, yeah. So we only want one lamp again, so we'll put that there. Is there anything to go on the other side bedside table? I don't think there is. Right, so the woody office chair, let's make it a paler colours to match our colour scheme. Let's pop that in here. And there's a desk lamp as well. And some pictures. Interesting picture. Let's put it above the desk so there's something to see from the desk. Now you can't see out the window. Probably best to not be able to see straight out the window though, that can make you easily distracted. Though you do get better light. So it swings and roundabouts. You've got good things and bad things depending on how easily distracted you are. Let's put that on the top and turn it round a little bit. Then I think there's some books. We can maybe put those on the top of the desk. You could put them in this cabinet as well though, so... Oh, you have to open it though. Let's put them on the desk. Turn around. And there's another set of books. Like I say, you could put them in the cabinet, but I think I'm just going to leave them on the desk because this is your workspace, so you'd have your coursework books for school and college and whatever here with this, because that makes more sense, doesn't it? There we go, we're done on this floor. I hope you've enjoyed today's episode. Please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. From SoftKitty99, goodbye and happy gaming!